Hello and good morning. Uh, Salutations, welcome, good afternoon, evening, wherever you are. My name's Elsewhere. That was kind of all over the place, but yep, that's how it's gonna go. We're gonna have lots of all over the place introductions. This will be hopefully my second YouTube video. Yesterday we played some Katilda in Historic Brawl, and it went super well, and it was super fun. It was great. So great that in fact we're going to do it again here on this channel. You can see me elsewhere as I try to get my 4 daily wins to get a little over 1k gold in Magic Arena every day. Getting 1k gold in Magic Arena is really helpful if you're trying to do a free-to-play model. Right now, I'm really enjoying playing Historic Brawl, but this channel will also be in playing regular Historic Best of 3, Standard Best of 3, whatever floats my boat, whatever tickles my fancy as the days go by. But yes, welcome. Have fun. Oh my, I'm rambling. That's how it's gonna go. But if you weren't here yesterday, here is our Historic Brawl deck. Historic Brawl is kind of the commander of the Magic Arena format. It's 100 card singleton. You have to play the color combinations of your commander. You get a commander. There's also a lot of similarities to Commander. It's only 1v1, so that loses some of the luster. Doesn't have some of the commander stables, but I personally like that. Doesn't Another interesting thing about it is that aggro decks are a little bit better in it since it's 1v1, and planeswalkers are much stronger since it's 1v1. So here is what we're currently playing. It is Katilda Dawnheart Prime. The deck is, if you've ever wanted to have like Llanowar Elves or Elvish Mystic be your commander, or even Arcane Signet, something like that, that's a little bit of what we have going on here with some upside. And so our goal would be to play a really cool human 1-drop on turn 1, Katilda on turn 2, or even join the dance on turn 2, and then if we have that, we have 3 lands on turn 3. We can play Katilda, and suddenly our 2 tokens are Llanowar Elves. We still have a 3rd land. If we had played a 1-drop, then we have 4 lands. So then, if you have a 1-drop into Join the Dance into Katilda, you have 6 mana worth of stuff on turn 3, which can give you all these humans, which just give you more mana on the next turn, or you can cast some Planeswalkers. We've got some Gideon. We've got Adeline. Adeline was great yesterday. Some protection stuff like Unbreakable Formation. Um, Heliod's can be a beast. We got Shalai, that's a mana sink. Also, Katilda has a mana sink ability. Johnny, it's a good planeswalker. Guardian Project for card advantage. Toski for card advantage. Another Ajani. Yasharn can be strong. Sigarda, since we're playing almost human tribal as well. Another human tribal that just spits out those human tokens to make more mana. And then, of course, we've got the big green Enders, the Endrays, Forerunner, Craterhoof. Those are pretty traditional. Miri's Call, that's happened before. Elish Norn. Elish Norn was sweet yesterday. King Kong, Kolga, that's a cool one. Flower, if we can give, early ramp or fixing, and late can be a +2/+2. We've also got Finale of Devastation to go find one of these cards and to give our team plus 10/10 if we're able to make that much mana. So that's basically the idea of the deck. We've also got a couple of the X spells, another X spell, March of the Multitude, and both finales. We got Finale of Glory as well, make a ton of tokens. So that's the deck. It was really fun yesterday, and this is what we're going to try to get our daily wins with again today. So let's go ahead and get some games of Magic going. Play Historic Brawl, Katilda, let's go! Again, thank you for checking out the channel. Thank you for checking out the YouTube videos. If you're enjoying my content, please like, comment, and subscribe to appease the mighty algorithm. Let's see. Waiting for opponent. Waiting for opponent. Waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Waiting for an opponent. Here we go, ready. Now I'm ready, I'm ready. Talmarion, they're playing Yorion. Yorion, one of my favorite Magic cards. I loved it. What do we got? What do we got? We don't have a 2-drop, so Katilda could be our 2-drop, or we could do Guardian Project. Then our turn 3 would be, if we did, our turn 3 could be Lieutenant. Lieutenant's kind of cool, gives counters and things. Heliod. I really want a 1-drop, so we're going to try again. We're going to mulligan into a... that is not the 1-drop of choice. But I think we're going to keep it. I think we're just going to cast it on 1. Giant Killer on 1. Katilda on 2. One of these Johnny's on 3. Yeah, keep 7. We'll go Plains. Giant Killer. Might be a mistake to just play it out. Obviously would have liked a different human on one. Let's take a look at Yorion if you're not familiar. Yorion, a companion here. It is not a companion, it is just their commander. So it's going to be a 4/4 flying, blink whatever they want when it comes into play. So this deck's going to have a lot of enter the battlefield triggers and a lot of good things to blink with. Alright, we'll go ahead and play our Forest. We'll play Katilda. And we'll get in there for one. Go, Giant Killer. Get that damage in. I love the art on this Giant Killer. Look at how pretty it is. Oh, it's so pretty. It looks like almost like a luck dragon here. Like, I know it's not, but it's a little bit like luck dragony. What did they cast? They cast whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, so one-sided Soul Warden. We've got some of those in our decks as well. Alright, we drew this 2-drop, which is really cool, but unfortunately we would really prefer to just cast one of these Johnnies. We're going to cast this Johnny. We're going to put +1/+1 counters on both of our creatures. And then we're going to leave this Giant Killer back to block. One of the ways this deck can also win is just by ultimating one of these Johnnies. This Johnny specifically, when you ultimate him, swift response, destroy target tapped creature. That's a bummer. Katilda will go back to our command zone. But Johnny, when you ultimate him, I guess I could have arguably put it in my graveyard to minus and return it. Alright, what are we going to do now? I've got 4 mana, so I could just cast this other Johnny. I think I'm going to cast this other Johnny. Make a Johnny's Pride Mate. We'll put +1/+1 counters on both of our new friends. And now we're going to attack for 3. We'll see if we can get in there for 3. They've got 1 blue mana up. Alright. So we've got a Johnny Tribal. This game, the deck, like I said, it's Brawl. It's Historic Brawl. It's Commander. Sometimes your deck is just a completely different monster than what you thought it was going to be. Like, so we are a Johnny Tribal today. Alright, so they're going to have a flying creature. That's not great for us. Do we want to just make another creature? Doesn't seem like... Alright. Yes, now we want to make another creature, because we're going to play this. Mentor of the Meek will make another creature. We'll get to draw a card with that other creature. Hopefully we'll draw a land to keep our mana going. Autopay. We did not draw a land. And then we're going to continue to put +1/+1 counters on new creatures. So we're just getting like a big board now. We are, and so yeah, we're gonna swing in for 6. This is not like how we were intending to do, but now this is Johnny. We're almost at the ultimate to get an emblem at the beginning of your end step. Create 3 1/1 cat creature tokens with lifelink. If I'm getting 3 cat creature tokens with lifelink per turn, that should inevitably win the game. That should inevitably do the thing. But we'll see. They had Ephemerate. Ephemerate, one of the key cards in a deck like this. It's exiled because it's rebounding. There it is. They've got the pretty Ephemerate too. I guess is the regular Ephemerate even on this client? Maybe that's the regular Ephemerate. Maybe the pretty one's the Japanese art one. Who knows? Not me. Alright, so they've Ephemerated. They've drawn some extra cards. Yep, they are going to attack our Johnny down, which is interesting. It does mean we do get to keep our other Johnny. So we're going to gain life next turn, which will make our 3/3s 4/4s. I have no idea what that does. Mirari's Wake. Can we cast that? Oh, we can't cast that. That's such a bummer. Alright, your devotion to each color and each combination of colors is increased by 1. Add 1 mana of any color. If you create a... So, devotion? Interesting. That's an interesting card. We weren't expecting to see that. So, what are we going to do here? I think we're going to cast Heliod. Yeah, we'll cast Heliod, because we currently have a bajillion devotion. Then we'll gain some life. When we gain life, we'll put a counter on one of our Johnny tokens. And then we're going to put more counters on things. And we're just going to swing for a whole bunch. Rawr. This is a big attack. This is not what the deck's supposed to do. It's supposed to be like ramping into other things. But yeah, got him down to 8. Killed their little one-sided Soul Warden. Even if they board wipe us or something, we still have Heliod on the board because it's indestructible. They've killed the life-gaining Ajani. Yeah, there we go. There's the board wipe. Alright, so now we do have the question. They've got 2 blue man up, so they probably have some counter spells, which is a real bummer, because I would really like to resolve this Mirari's Wake. We're going to do it. We're going to cast it. If it gets countered... Oh, it resolved! Do we have a 2-drop that we want to bring back? Not really, so sadly, this is going to be a +1 no value. Because if they don't have a flash creature, and if they don't have a way to bounce this, we're making 3 1/1 life creatures per turn, and we're on Elishnorn. We're on, so we've gone, oh no! No, don't do that! What is this? Oh, and they got rid of my Mirari's Wake. Holy cow! Well, what a turn for them. So, do we have a way to get rid of this? We do. We have a Reckless Sage in our deck. Alright, well, that didn't go how we wanted that to go at all. Oh, but look, we get to attack. We did it. Alright, so still, we've recovered. We've got the board state. They have to answer us. We don't know what's in their hand, but right now their Yorion is not great. If they want man. That's 3 or greater, so they get to eat the Heliod. We're at 4. Alright, do we win this game? That gives +1, +0. So, we don't win that way. I think we're going to cast this. 2 mana left, which sadly doesn't do anything. I'm going to hit them. They're down to 3. They need to answer us. They're at 3. They did indeed answer us. We're going to make another token. Why does this cost? Oh, it costs 5 because of the that thing. They're gonna get to reanimate something here. Do they have anything worth reanimating? Nothing particularly good on their end. What about our end? What do they get to reanimate? Is it a creature or a planeswalker? Is it just from their graveyard? Or is it from any graveyard? From your graveyard. Okay, so I don't need to look at my graveyard. So I think we're just playing Toski, right? Maybe we're playing Katilda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're just going to play Toski. We're going to play Toski. They don't seem to have counter spells. They haven't been countering anything this game. There hasn't been, like, stops or anything. Alright, they reanimated their draw card, and it gets a +1/+1 counter. That's fine. They still have to answer us. Banishing Light, man. They are... I keep saying they have to answer us. They keep answering us. They keep having the things... It's okay, Dragon. It's okay. Oh, no! Now Elishnorn's gonna cost a bajillion. Oh. Alright. Well, that didn't work. Alright, that is a thing. So, yeah, we're gonna cast our friend +1. We're gonna put a +1/+1 counter and indestructible on this one. We're gonna swing for 2. They're probably gonna block with the Seer, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe they just take 2, go to 1. That's a little scary for them, but it's certainly possible. They're not dead. Yep, take 2, go to 1. They are very not dead. And we don't have anything that's just direct damage. Surely, they're probably going to attack and then cast a Yorion. That's probably the play here. So they're going to kill the Bastard. They're going to cast Yorion, flicker both of these things, get to make our Make a Stand cost a ton of mana. So where did we go wrong this game? Because it does feel like we're falling behind. It feels like we're going to lose now. Ooh, Time Wipe. That is not Yorion. Return a creature. All creatures. Control. Alright, yep. Well, we're going to play Katilda, because that's our play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 mana now. What does that do? That was their only play. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to you and creatures you control. Whenever a non-creature token enters the battlefield under control, create a 2/2. Alright, so now they're going to be making tokens, so they're getting away from us. But we're just going to kill them, right? All attack? Does Katilda get the... Oh! Katilda! Katilda getting the lethal damage! Katilda! They're at 1! Our commander swings for 1! Wow, that was a great game. That was back and forth. That was fun. Man, we are just having non-stop great games with this deck. I can't believe we won that. I can't believe Katilda got the almost commander damage. That's another interesting change from Historic Brawl versus Commander is Historic Brawl and Commander, if you deal 20 damage with your Commander to a player, they die from Commander damage. Let's queue on up for another game. In Historic Brawl, there is no Commander damage. Since your life total starts at 25, they probably thought it was a little unnecessary. As you've seen, like, life totals can definitely jump around in Brawl, like, we're definitely gaining life, but they, decided for whatever reason not to do commander damage. Maybe because there's planeswalkers, so you could have like some Chandras and things that deal damage. There's probably a lot of different reasons, probably a lot of variations. All right, we again don't have the 1-drop. We have turn 2 Arcane Signet. Turn 3 we would have 4 mana, which does nothing. Does nothing. So we're gonna free mulligan. Ooh, this hand's great. This hand's great. Turn 1 Esper Sentinel. Alright, I'm going to do a new thing today. I'm going to mute my mic and take a drink and see if this works. So, here I go. And now I hit the unmute, so I took a drink, and if I hadn't mentioned it, you'd be none the wiser. I hope. I'm going to watch this video back and see see if that is correct. We didn't even take a look at what they're playing. They are playing something I am not familiar with. Carter, the Doomskirt. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Enters the battlefield until your next turn. Creatures your opponent control attack each combat if able, and attack a player other than you if able. Alright, so good for a regular commander. Whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and gains 1 life. That's an interesting card. This guy's going to grow if we don't block him. This guy's going to grow, and I don't really have a way to stop him from growing. So yeah, we're just going to block him. Bye-bye, Esper Sentinel. That's sad to see our Land War Elves go. That does stop our ramping, but now we'll play this one. But yeah, we couldn't let that go. I've played enough games of Historic. I played enough games of Standard when that was Standard legal. Alright, so now we get to play Katilda. We get to play a land, and we get to play another 2-drop. So next turn, we're going to have just tons of mana if they do not board wipe us. They did put something in Foretell. Not a Doomscar. Alright, here's just their commander, which means they have to attack if able. Luckily, they're not going to be able. Oh, I can't cast King Kong. Oh, that's so sad. It's heartbreaking. But we don't want to attack into that with these 2 creatures, so we're going to tap them for mana. Add a white mana. Add a mana. We'll cast this. We're going to get a +1/+1 counter. Oh, well, they just scooped it up. They just scooped it up. Their big benefit of their commander was making our little creatures attack, and because I don't have to attack for my little creatures, because I can just tap them for mana, probably a good counter to their deck. A good adversary, a good rival. Thinking of a word like that. Just a good counter. You know, rock, paper, scissors. They brought scissors, and boy, oh boy, did we bring rock. All right. So we're 2-0 so far today. We 4-0'd yesterday, and then my one game I played with this, doing a practice stream to see if I can make this work at all. If you know me in real life, in IRL, I am so bad with technology. It is amazing I am doing this. The first thing I did, it was amazing. Even though we had issues and problems, it was still amazing that it worked. Alright, so again, the exact same problem we've had with our opening hands the last 2 games. No 1-drop, no green mana, so we can't cast this or Katilda on 2. So this is a no 1-drop, no 2-drop hand. So make sure we hit that free mulligan. Ooh, no. Oh, no. Alright, this is the game we lose. This is how we lose the Magic War. We got planes, so again, no green, so we don't have turn 2 Katilda. Yeah, we have to try again. This is better? I mean, we're going to turn 2 Katilda with this hand. So yeah, we're going to keep this. We're going to put the Crater Hoof on bottom. We would like you to show up later. What are they playing? They are playing... Oh, they're playing werewolves, right? This is the werewolf guy. So, 3/3, whenever a wolf or werewolf, Shadow Spear, enters, he deals combat damage player, draw a card, at the end of your upkeep if you control 3 or more werewolves, and then he can do a, whatever that, there was in original Innistrad, there was a land that made colorless mana, but had this ability that I forget the name of right now, but you can give target wolf or something +X+0 and trample. So yeah, they are doing those things, we're going to play out our Katilda. Katilda, Katilda, roll over Katilda. I think that's some sort of song. They didn't kill Katilda. Man, alright, so we have 4 mana, which probably means we want to cast the Ajani just to get our mana value. But Bastardy is so much better than Ajani. But yeah, we're going to cast the Ajani. We're going to get our mana value. We'll make a 2/2. And with any luck, maybe they will kill our 2/2 instead of our Katilda. Or they can target this Ajani. If they want to target this Ajani is one of the weaker cards in our deck. Its alt is a one-sided Wrath, so if we gain 15 life, which we can do with this card alone, we can then... Oh, so they're just ramping. So they're just going to be big boys. They're not playing any small creatures, but they're not having trouble ramping. That's a good draw. That is a good draw. So we're going to play this because it now is going to make humans. They might have a board wipe next turn. We're just going to attack all. So we're going to attack them for 3. This is going to make a human. So we have an extra human for mana next turn. And we're just going to gain some life. Oh, well, no, I didn't do it early because I wanted to gain an extra life. We want to get this to, we want to get to 40 life as fast as possible so that we can 1 mana board wrath. Or one-sided board wrath if we need to. So now they need a bird, which there are a ton of. There's our Devastation would be terrible here. Okay, just their commander. And I assume put the Shadow Spear on it, cast another creature. But if they don't put Shadow Spear on it, alright, that's a good play. That was a good draw. So we're gonna play a land. Oh, we're 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is a human. 6. We're 1 mana away. 1 mana away from Elish Norn. Alright, what are we gonna do now? I think we're going to play out Monastery, right? We're gonna play out Monastery. Then we're gonna put a +1/+1 counter on each of our humans, and then we're going to draw a card when Thalia's Lieutenant comes into play. Oh boy, we're a Johnny Tribal, friends. We are a Johnny Tribal. We're going to gain quite a bit of life. Do you have first strike? You do not have first strike. So, rawr. Can't imagine. Yeah, I was like, there's no way they block this. But if they wanted to trade, that's fine. If they attack us, this thing doesn't have trample on its own, and it's not flipped, so it can't currently give trample. So we're just going to block with Thalia's Lieutenant if they attack. Protect our... Oh, no! No! Oh, punished. Punished. That's a big boy. That's... Oh, and it completely kills. Because this thing has... Trample now and Death Touch, which means it's going to deal 1 damage if I block, and it'll deal 5 damage. Wow, that was the perfect card to punish us. Do we want to trade? We don't, because this is a human. Yeah, no blocks. We don't want to trade because currently we have enough humans. We're just going to slam Elish Norn this next turn and say, what do you got, opponent? What do you got? Here comes our friend. Bam. All right. So with Elish Norn in play, we're going to attack with these 2. Yeah, they just scoop it up. Elish Norn. Elish Norn, big Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. Ooh rah, rah, something like that. She teaches the Gruul werewolves how to go. Whoa, we mulled to 6 that game. That was the game we mulled to 6, and I was like, oh, this is how we lose. And we didn't. We still got there. Katilda in Historic Brawl, just doing great. Another interesting note of Historic Brawl on Arena, which is, I'd be surprised to find you playing it not on Arena. You can... I didn't even check out what my daily spell is. Cast 20. Well, I'm not doing that with this deck. Let's swap that. We should have swapped that earlier. We're still not doing that. Oh well, it happens. Play. Historic Brawl, another interesting thing about it is something I was going to say, and then I lost my train of thought because I started talking about other things. What were we talking about? Just like Elish Norn and not playing it in paper, playing it on Arena. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Whatever interesting factoid I had is gone. Long gone. This is a great hand, right? we really want to draw a couple more lands, but turn 1, Hunted Witness, so we get to keep the Giant Killer this time. Turn 2, Join the Dance. Turn 3, if we draw a land, Katilda and Ajani. Why is it always this Ajani? We have played this Ajani so many times, and I've been like, yeah, this is like maybe the worst card in the deck. Maybe the card we're mulliganing the most. Alright, we're keeping. Hopefully we're going first. I don't know if we are or not. They're on Liliana Dreadhorde General. Holy cow, look at that art. Look at that art. Good job, Chris Rallis. Alright, we're going to play Plains. We're going to play Eternal Witness. We're going to look at the art again. Liliana Dreadhorde General is, amazing. What a card. What a great card. Great commander card. Great historic brawl card. Yeah, Shambling Gas. We didn't draw land. We're going to play Join the Dance. We're going to hope we draw land next turn so we can do all the things. We're definitely not attacking into their 1/1 that would kill this and give -1/-1 to a thing. I mean, maybe they would just do a treasure to get them to their Liliana faster, but it's going to come in at 6 loyalty. Whenever a creature they control dies, they're going to draw a card. They're going to +1 to make 2/2 vampire or zombies. They're going to -4 to make us each sacrifice 2 creatures. That wouldn't be good for me. And -9, each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacks the rest. -9 is win the game. -9 is win the game. Well, we did the streamer thing where I asked for a land and they gave me a land, but it's not the land I wanted. But we're still going to play it. We've got a regular land on top. Deal. We're going to play Katilda. We're playing Katilda. Then we're going to play... Do we want to play the Heliod, or do we want to play Abzan Falconer? I think we want to play Abzan Falconer. So, we're very overextending into a board wipe. If they do have Cry at the Canarium, or any of those -2/-2 black spells. Actually, they're at 4 mana, so it could be Languish. Alright, Murder Strider. That's also a card. I will indeed take the action. Katilda will return to our command zone. Good job, Katilda. You gave us 6 mana on that last turn, or 5 mana. Alright, so if we had Katilda in play, we would just be, off to the races. We would just be playing every card that we have here. Unfortunately, we don't have Katilda in play, so I think it's going to be this Ajani. And I think we're going to make a Pride Mate. Yeah, I think we just want to keep building our board presence. So make the Pride Mate. We'll no attack. We would like our humans to be around. Next turn we could play Katilda, still have 4 mana, play Heliod. Play Heliod and put a counter on... How does Outlast work? Alright, Outlast does require the creature itself to tap, so I don't think that works. Alright, there's Nightmare Reaper, or Midnight Reaper. 3/2 zombies. So they're almost like a zombie tribal so far. I mean, because yeah, Murder Strider, also a zombie. Whew, look at the art on that. They're tribal good art, people. Tribal good art over there. Oh, look! Look at their little D&D guy. What are you? You're like the blue-black card, or you're Zolos, something like that, or Xanathar? You're Xanathar? Alright, what are we going to do? If we're going to gain life, we want Heliod to be in play. I think we're going to play Katilda. If they had a board wipe, it feels like they would have already board wiped us, right? We're going to play Katilda. We're going to play Heliod. We're going to gain a whole bunch of life. When we gain life, we're going to put a +1/+1 counter on Ajani's Pride Mate. Ajani's Pride Mate's also going to +1/+1 counter from the gaining of the life. So, and because I have Falconer in play, he's going to become a 4/4. We're going to attack with him. We're going to try to start getting this thing. The problem here is if they kill our Falconer, he loses flying. Then they get to block it with Shambling Ghast and kill Katilda, which would not be good. But that's not what happened, so great. So next turn, if they don't have a board wipe and we just have all of this stuff in play, that's currently in play, like that's got to be it, right? We're going to gain enough life to where we can do one-sided board wipe on Ajani. Then following turn, what is this making me do? I have to sack a creature. Deal. I'll sack my creature that when it dies makes a 1/1 flyer. Oh, it's just a 1/1 human. Oh, it's not even a human. Dang. Alright, but that does feel like board wipe, right? No, just Liliana. Just Liliana. Alright. I mean, Liliana, yeah, each player sacks 2 creatures, so I'm going to sacrifice this soldier that's not a human in one of these 1/1 humans. I would really like them to not kill my Katilda with their shambling activation. They're probably going to, but look at our board state. We're doing great. We get to kill Liliana if that's what we want to do. I mean, they're drawing a ton of cards. Oh boy, that's also a draw. That's also a draw. We still have Heliod in play. We definitely want to activate Heliod. So if we activate Heliod, if we play this, we get a +1/+1 counter. We get Heliod, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If we gain a life, 15. Is there anything we can do to make that faster? I don't see anything we can do to make that faster, but again, I'm just not sure what they're going to do about all this. I guess we're going to minus, right? Because we're attacking with everything. We're going to gain life. When we gain life, we're going to put counter on the Falconeer. We're going to attack with everything. We're just ignoring Liliana. Select a player. Oh, yeah. So they are at 1. So they did draw a ton of cards last turn. So they could definitely have board wipe. We're 1 life away from the one-sided board wipe here. That's a bummer. I mean, of course, right now it doesn't matter because they don't have anything, but they need to... That's not it. That's not it at all. They need better than that. Crypt Breaker, that's also not it. That is not it at all. Does that just make zombies? Is that what just happened? Alright, yeah. We did it! We did it! 4-0! 2 days in a row. 4-0 with Katilda Historic Brawl. I believe that was our 4th game of the day. In which case, that's crazy. That's crazy. 2 4-0s in one 1-1-0 when I was just testing things. This deck is a blast. This deck is a blast, and this deck is great. Yeah, 4-0. That went awesome. Let's play some victory music. Do. Final Fantasy or something. One of the RPGs that I've played. Victory Fair. That's in my head forever. That was awesome. That was great. Those were 4 really fun games. We had some cool... I was going to say we had some cool back and forth. We were always on the edge. We were always on the precipice. Because even though several of the games we ended at like 35 life, we were like 1 board wipe away from them just taking control of the game. We had a couple good recoveries, but we never had our real draw card engines. We never had like real big ramp engines. But that was interesting. We did lots of things. We did a Johnny Tribal. We did, again, the card that I keep trashing as one of the worst cards in my deck. It keeps proving that it's pretty good. It keeps doing the thing. It keeps gaining a lot of life and making the Ajani Pride Mates tokens. But yeah, we did a lot of what we want to do in this deck. We got to cast Ajani's. We cast turn 1 humans into Katilda to make a lot of mana. We got to do to join the dance to make a lot of mana. We got to, I don't know, I keep thinking that I'm going to take Ajani Strength of the Pride out of the deck, but that was a strong showing from our friend Ajani Strength of the Pride. And I do like Ajani. We have 3 Ajanis currently in the deck, so sometimes it does go a little Ajani Tribal. We saw that. Bazriket was decent this game. Bazriket's another one that's kind of on the should this be in the deck or not. We didn't see Valley. I don't know if we've seen Luminarch Aspirant like any of the games I've played. Amaria is another card that I'm considering cutting. It's not a human. It doesn't make humans. It just makes soldiers. But, you know, you get tokens. If you've got the Elish Norn, these tokens are big and powerful. But we do have 1 card with Convoke. We do have 1 card with Convoke, so that can be a powerful effect for it. But yeah, that was really fun. That was really good again. It was great. I mean, I kind of hate playing the same deck over and over for these videos, but I'm hesitant to stop playing it. Like, I can't stop playing this deck when it's 9-0, right? On stream? Like, I've lost games with this deck before. This is not undefeated, but yeah, currently 9-0. Another interesting point, maybe that's what I was going to say earlier when I had an interesting point, is Historic Brawl on Arena. I don't know why you wouldn't be playing on Arena, but if you're playing on Arena, it has matchmaking strength mode. So as long as we're playing something a little off the beaten path, like Katilda, something that's not tier 1, we shouldn't be running into tier 1 decks. We shouldn't be running into Golos, particularly, is a big one. We haven't seen any decks with, like, Field of the Dead in them. We shouldn't be running into that little artifact 5-color book. Those are the big ones off the top of my head. I'm not sure if there's another one, but those are the big ones off the top of my head that are the format staples, the best Brawl commanders going. But wow, that was really fun. And we again ended a little earlier than I wanted to wrap the video up. I really like the videos to be an hour long, so I think we're going to play another match of regular Historic. What should we play in regular Historic? I played the Coco deck yesterday, and it didn't go super great. I believe we went 1-2 against Merfolk, but you know what? It's fast. I do like playing it. We're going to do that again. We're going to play... We'll go to traditional Historic ranked. Red Green Coco Historic. This is a pretty stock list of the Coco version. There is a version with Embercleave and Questing Beast. I just like Collected Company. It's one of my favorite cards. If it was good against Control, I know Memory Lapse is not banned, so this deck's probably not as good as it was, because it did have a decent matchup against Control before. The only change that I'm playing that I haven't seen other people doing is I am playing the new card from Innistrad Midnight, the mono red werewolf that is 2/3 Reckless Stormseeker. It's 2/3 haste, or 2/3, and it can give a creature at the start of combat +1/+0 in haste, and its backside is 3/4, and it can give a creature +2/+0 haste and trample. So not only if you play it early, you get this 3/3 haster, you then just all of your creatures get to have haste if you're playing one creature per turn. So it's almost this pseudo Fires of Yavimaya, or whatever the Fires of Yavimaya uncommon was in one of the other sets. Wow, waiting for opponent over a minute. That's not usual. And we don't have a cancel button. Usually we have like a cancel button. Alright, that... I just heard like a happy noise, right? That means we're playing Magic. There we go. Ready. We are playing against Nashi. Nashi. Kind of a fun word to say. Nashi. No! No! The content! The content! My pips trying to get up to Mythic. No! Alright. I'm not sure why that happens. I'm not sure. My speculation is that means like we paired against maybe somebody on mobile. In mobile, it felt like this didn't used to happen at all, and when they added mobile, it happened quite a bit there for a little bit. Feels like they mostly fixed whatever the bug was, so that it doesn't really happen anymore, but sometimes you still get that. We'll see if this, entering match, waiting for opponent. This time, we queued immediately against I Am Butcher. Jamie Butcher, I Am Butcher. They've got Gigantha as their companion. We have... I think we're going to keep it. This is one of these weird keeps where not only am I going to keep it, I'm not going to play Llanowar Elf on 1. This is a weird hand, but... Alright, they're on Gigantha, they're on Niv Mizzet. They're on Niv Mizzet Reborn, so it's going to be 5 colors, might be Growth Spire. Wow, that's not good. That is not what the team wanted to see. We're going to play Scavenging Ooze. We're going to make Pelt Collector a 2/2. And we're going to swing in for 2. I don't think they're going to kill it. They could. I mean, they don't have the mana for, but they're going to be playing Vanishing Verse, Growth Spiral, Lightning Helix, Deafening Clarion. This game feels over. This game feels over. We could draw a... our Collected Company is our main stray card, but they've got Gruul Spellbreaker. Alright. Maybe they're not what I thought they were. That's an unexpected card. Going to... Enters tapped. We're going to cast some of these elves. They don't really do much of anything here. No attack. I would prefer them to attack me. I would gladly take 4 to Also give them 4. Yeah, expressive iteration. This was a bad keep. We saw it. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the master of bad keeps. I am the picture in the dictionary for bad keeps. I am the emperor of bad keeps. They are attacking. That's interesting. I mean, yeah, that has trample. I'm very familiar with you, Gruul Spellbreaker. You do not have hidden trample. Oh, Tutorial Kavu. That's yikes. We have 4 lands in hands. This game is very over. Territorial Kavu's power and toughness are each equal to the number of basic land types, so because they're playing the Triomes and Shock lands, this thing's always going to be like a 4-4 for 2 or a 5-5. It gives them some card advantage. They can discard cards. This deck usually plays like 28 lands or more, so they've got a lot of extra lands, so they can use this guy to discard their lands to draw more cards. Exile cards, lots of graveyard synergies and hate for this deck. Alright, well, I mean, there's just nothing we can do here, right? We're just super dead. I mean, I guess we're gonna play it out. Play another Llanowar Elf. We'll pass. If they attack, honestly, we might just chump the Kavu because it doesn't have trample. Chump it with a couple of Llanowar Elves and pump up the Scavenging Ooze. What? What is that? Alright, that's the guy that has a baby Factor Fiction built on him. They look at 3 cards, we put them into 2 piles, they get to pick one. Alright, pass. We're gonna block, 2 blockers. See if the game gives me a chance to make mana. It does. Mana. Pass. I don't have full control on, so alright. Well, that's fine. We've got green mana. Oh my goodness, another Territorial Kavu. This game is over. That is what this game is. Oh, we've actually got creatures in their graveyard to eat. Yeah, my bad. I should have done one of those. Alright, so not only are we being destroyed by them, I also misplayed. Because then we would have a 5/5 Scavenging Ooze, which would have been nice. Wow! Wow, the bad draws. The bad draws just keep coming. You know, I think we're attacking. Yeah, go get him, Scavenging Ooze. He can't tell you what to do. Alright. They saw my plan. But yeah, we're going to make Scavenging Ooze into a 5/5. We're going to hit them for 5. I'm at 15. They're at 9. I'm going to end the turn. They're going to keep Growth Spiring. There's a lot of things they can do to just destroy us. I mean, really, they can just remove the Scavenging Ooze, the game's over, right? Hey, look, they're going to remove the Scavenging Ooze. Yep. Probably should have exiled. Oh, no, I don't have anything left to exile. Hey! Well, that was good news. Our Pelt Collector's got bigger. And they didn't attack. Ooh, we got them scared. Sucks to play this into nothing, but just in case they still have Stone Cold Nothing, I would like to have another creature in play. Because we're at a thing, if they do like attack for everything, and they don't have anything else, we can hit Collected Company here and win this game. Yeah, I almost conceded like 2 or 3 minutes ago. I guess I'm glad we didn't. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Strike that, reverse it. That's... yeah. That's pretty good. So we should have mulliganed. Like, the biggest mistake we made this game was not mulliganing. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Evergreen statement. Alright, they are attacking very conservatively. Wow. Did we cast anything that costs more than 2 mana this game? We're 1/4 of the way through our deck, and alls we drew that cost 2 mana were Scavenging Ooze and 1 Burning Tree late. Otherwise, we had just 1-drops. We had mono 1-drops. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're being so slow about it, but we're dead. Alright, what do we do for Niv? Well, we saw how bad these guys were. we're going to take out the pup collectors. 1, 2, 3, 4. They also don't really have graveyard synergies, so probably the scavenging ooze. So that's what's coming out. What's going in? They're going to have a lot of board wipes. Like I said, they're going to have Deafening Clarions. They might have the time bouncy blue-white board wipe. They might have... there's another red-white one, like Solar Flare or Justice Flare, something like that, where all of your creatures deal damage equal to themselves. So we want the Chandras so that we have something that doesn't die to creature board wipes. We also want an Akroan War. Actually, I think we're going to take all the Akroan Wars. They're not playing a ton of creatures, so maybe that many Akroan Wars is wrong. You know, I'm going to take out one of the Akroan Wars, and they might be playing counterspells. Counterspells, they could be playing Drown in the Lock. Some builds of this play Drown in the Lock and like Thoughtseize and have a little bit more of a control-y game. So I think we're going to play the Toski. Toski also, notably doesn't die to, I think, any of their board wipes. Oh, we're still one card down? We're still one card down. So I guess we could play the third Akroan War. I don't know if I want the third Akroan War. What do you do? They're not going to be playing artifacts. No mana were spent to cast that spell. So that's not really helping. That's not great. Yeah, we're going to play the other Akroan War. That puts us up to 60. Let's go. Obviously, now our Cocos are worse. We did take out quite a few cards for Collected Company to hit. Took out 6 Collected Company hits, but they were, the worst Collected Company hits. We're on the play. We're mulliganing. Yikes. Alright, this is the second day in a row where I was like, man, we went 4-0 in Historic Brawl. Feeling good. Let's play a game of regular Historic. And it has just not gone well. Not gone well at all. We really want to draw a 2-drop. That is what we, desperately want from this hand. So we're going to play Stomping Grounds on 1. We're going to top deck a Voltaic Brawler. Yeah, the bigger problem with wanting to draw a 2-drop is we took out the 2 Scavenging Oozes. So we have Voltaic Brawler is what we really want to hit. That is not Voltaic Brawler. I mean, we're going to play our 2-2 for no value because we really want to. I guess we could have played something else. It's fine. But now we have turn 3. Alright, man, we're really hoping to draw another land here. Because if they just board wipe us this turn, well, they have Lightning Helix, it sounds like. Feels like a Lightning Helix. Yep, Lightning Helix. The biggest draw here, if we do draw a land, is we get to play Chandra. Alright, that's a land. So we're going to play Chandra. Oh, and they don't have land. They don't have land. Alright. This Chandra might ultimate. That would have been nice to draw. But yeah, they could also have Vanishing Verse if they get black mana. They currently don't have black, but Vanishing Verse teaches us a lesson. Play that land. We're going to continue to try to ult this Chandra.
This'll be easy.
Just 2 of them. Alright, somehow this 6 is going well. Growth Spiral, that's a good card for them. Growth Spiral, drawing cards. They didn't draw another land, so did they whiff on a land again? No, they didn't. And they've got black mana now, so they get to Maelstrom Pulsar Chandra. We are indeed going to go ahead and sacrifice this Ramanop Ruins. We don't need 5 mana. Hit them for 2. Who remembers when I said we don't need 5 mana? So if we'd waited on that, we could have also cast Bone Crusher Giant, which probably goes into their Deafening Clarion or whatever they're going to have. But alright, I mean, that's a 2-2. That's not great. That's not great for them. We're going to play a Akroan War. And we're going to steal that, and we're going to keep sending the beats. That was maybe an aggressive Akroan War, because now they just board wipe. But if they... Oh, we're going to win! We are going to win this game! How crazy is that? Wow! We won game 2! We won game 2 on the play. We did show them that we have a Crow in War. But yeah, that was a sweet game. Yeah, again, go back in time to when I was like being like, oh man, what a terrible idea. No, that was a fun content game. That went well. So now let's try again. Let's see what our opponent is bringing to the table. Oh man, doesn't have the 1-drop and it's a little land, but we do have turn 2. We're keeping. If we don't draw the 3rd land, our turn 3 land is Ray Romano. We drew the 3rd land. All right, so we're gonna play this, Enters tapped, and then we'll play Lair of the Hydra on turn 2. So this is looking solid. They also did not mulligan this game. They also kept it. Gigantha still their companion. So there's lots of things they could have, like, but we have a hand. Like this is a good hand for us. They're on 2. What are we gonna cast here? Play this as red. I think we're gonna cast. The problem with casting Ray Romano is if we don't draw land 4, we need him to be land 4. Like he's tapped, so that's a bummer. But that's where we're at. I think we're gonna play Spellbreaker, but I think we're gonna play Spellbreaker as a 4/4, so he doesn't die to Deafening Clarion. So we're just going to attack for now. Got Lightning Helix. Yep, they gain 3 life. That's nothing we can do about that. I guess the biggest thing that says is that they don't have Deafening Clarion, maybe? They don't have a board wipe if they're killing our creature 1/1. Yikes. Land. Oh, sweet. Sweet justice. Hello, Territorial Kavu. Hello, friend. Oh, it's only a 2/2 now, because it's ours. But at least it's not their 5/5 anymore. Oh, no! No! Alright, that has to attack us now, next turn. What do we want to do here? I kind of want to play the Toski, but that's probably wrong. We could play Chandra. We can play this. Chandra and plus, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna hope they don't have the board wipe. We're gonna hope they don't have the board wipe. We're going to play Chandra. Oh, this doesn't work because I'm silly. I thought I was gonna play Chandra and cast my 3-drop, and I'm not. Could cast this as just a 4. No. We're going to swing with Gruul Spellbreaker. Because if they block, deal, I get to +2 Chandra and Bone Crusher Giant their Territorial Kavu. This, enters tapped. But alright, so now we've got this Torch of Defiance, which can kill this Territorial Kavu. Ah, no! No, friend.
We're done here.
Alright, so things aren't going great for us now. Oh, and they get it back immediately? Yeah, yikes. Well, we're going to play Burning Tree Emissary, which is going to give us some mana. We're going to play 3/3, right? We only have 5 mana, which is such a bummer. It'd be great if we could play multiples of our things. I think we're going to play the 3/3. Like I said, some of these decks play Thoughtseizes. I guess that's a better reason for playing Toski. But now we've got 2 creatures, so if they want to attack us for 5, do a little, do some stuff, we then get to play Toski next turn. If we draw a land, we get to attack for 7, draw some cards with Toski. We're really needing this Toski to do some work for us now. So we're going to see what they have, which they've probably got quite a bit. All right, they're cycling. Like I said, this deck plays a ton of land, so they could definitely have some more lands in hand than they want. But this guy lets them shuffle and cycle those, so we'll see if they discard a land. Yep, discarding land, draw a card. There. What we would really like them to do is just put Gigantha into their hand. That would be our... That's not what they're doing. They're not just putting Gigantha into their hand. I wonder how Spellbreaker is in that deck. I haven't seen Spellbreaker in these decks, and it's another creature. Man, yeah, this has not been what we wanted. We didn't draw a land, so it doesn't even pump him. I think we're just gonna play out our hand. Toski can block for a turn. We could attack and lose lose one of our creatures to draw a card. Maybe that was correct because we're just, whoa, yikes. We could draw an Akroan War to steal their Niv Mizzet. Would be a good play. They only got 2 cards, but still, 5 mana for a 6/6 draw, Hydrocrisis, Expressive Iteration. Pretty good, pretty good. So again, this has been a fun set. Feels like we're done, but we'll see if they can put it together. See if they can chain something together. No wrong way to eat their candy. No wrong way to have their fun. I mean, they're thinking here, you're going to attack for 5. They're going to cycle this last land in their hand, maybe? No, yeah. Yeah, they've been really defensive with their stuff. Another Kavu. That is not what we were saying we wanted. The biggest thing we can do here is we can play both of our things, give one of them haste. But yeah, we're just up against this board of nightmares. They can have it. They can win. That was a little disappointing. Yeah, both of our things of that. It's probably time to stop playing that deck. Probably time to figure out a new historic deck to play now that we're not running up against control decks. So maybe we'll figure that out the next time we play historic. And one of these days, I'm going to do an actual set of just historic. We'll play a full round of best out, 2 hours. We'll play an hour of historic. Ooh, what did we get? We got an eye twitch. I already had those. But alright, but that is going to wrap it up for this video and for me today. We had another great time playing Katilda. Katilda 9-0 for my streams. Been a blast, been super fun. We are 0-2 on our best of 3 historic Brawl Gruul, so probably time to retire Gruul for now. But I had a great time. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can turn off those notifications after you subscribe. That is fine, but just, appeases the almighty algorithm if you do those things to interact with these videos. So thank you for your time. Thanks again. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you later. Where's the stop recording button? That